Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Let's talk about Happily Ever After Season 9, Episode 12! What the hell was that? I don't know. This was a very boring episode. It was so damn boring. I was like,
what the forkin' forkity forked up fork is going on?
Why is it so damn boring? There's really not much to talk about, but I'm gonna do my best. I hope that because this episode was so damn boring that the next episode is gonna be super dramatic and super fun. Yeah. Well, without further ado, let's get into it, starting with Jasmine and Matt. So they're on the beach in Florida. I don't know how much time has passed, but they finally made it to Florida. She is so happy to be out of Michigan. Her belly is showing. They're on the beach. Matt is still super awkward in front of the cameras, and neither of them have told their family members about their entire situation and that she's pregnant because Matt comes from a very conservative religious Romanian family, so they would not be okay with it.
Oy, my mom would kill me if she knew this.
And Jasmine is just, quite frankly, embarrassed. I don't blame her. If I were Jasmine, I'd be effing embarrassed too. Can you imagine being her sister or her mother taking care of her two other sons in Panama, and they get the call from Jasmine saying that she got pregnant from another man while she's married? I feel so bad for the kids in Panama who don't have their mother with them. I know they're in good hands. I know Jasmine probably trusts her sister and her mother more than anybody else. And yeah, it's not the fact that they're not in good hands. Like, of course, they're being well taken care of. But I feel bad for the sister and the mom who are stuck taking care of her kids. That's not fair either. And now she can't just go back to Panama because she's about to have a child in America. Oh my God, it is so messy. It's so bad. So they're sitting down. They don't know the gender of the baby, but he keeps pushing for a boy. He's like, I want a boy. I want a boy. I need a boy. I want a boy. Well, I just don't care about the gender. I just want a healthy baby. And then he hands her some ribs for her to eat. No, Matt, I'm a vegan. Just eat it. Our baby boy needs to be strong. They need some meat.
He needs everything. He needs meat. Try one. Just give it a try.
So anyway, he gives her the ribs. She acts like she can't eat it, but then she munches it down. No, not only munches it, she like shoves it in her mouth. She gets the barbecue sauce everywhere, all over her face. It was so gross. And she was just like slobbering all over it. And I was like, girl, do you not know how to eat some ribs?
So gross.
Like, why is the sauce all over your face?
Just let me enjoy my food. Oh my gosh.
I do not believe for a second that was the very first time she had meat on that beach. I think she started craving it when she got pregnant and she's been eating meat. Because what, on the beach, he's going to give you these big BBQ ribs and then you're just going to slobber? No. Matt tells Jasmine that he wants the baby to be breastfed because, you know, again, he wants a healthy baby. And she's like, no.
I'm doing my best effort, okay? But I'm not gonna breastfeed.
Well, it's time to find out what the gender of the baby is. They go to the ultrasound place. The lady at the ultrasound place introduces herself as Gina, and Jasmine goes, oh, Gina? Oh my God, my husband's name is Gino. Her husband. And she's like, nice to meet you, Gino. Oh no, that's not my husband. That's my baby daddy. Oh, okay.
He's mad. He's not my husband, but he's the daddy.
Okay.
It's a long story.
Jasmine's super nervous about finding out the gender because I guess Matt really, really, really wants a boy. I mean, he cannot stop talking about how much he wants a boy and he needs a boy. And she's really worried that he's going to be disappointed if it's a girl.
If it is not a boy, then you're going to be disappointed.
In the preview for the next episode, we actually find out that she has some trauma because when her dad found out that she was going to be a girl, he left and never came back. That is up.
My dad, the minute he knew I was a girl, he rejected me. You are doing exactly the same to my daughter. Really broke my heart.
So yeah, I totally understand why Jasmine is traumatized and she is like really not liking Matt's energy about how much he wants a boy. Jasmine says the baby's gonna be super cute because it's gonna look like her despite having a bunch of surgery to look the way she does right now. But what I love about Jasmine is she is so honest. She has no problem admitting that her eyes are fake, her nose is fake, her eyebrows are fake, her skin, her teeth, her boobs, her ass, like everything is fake and she's fine with it.
I wasn't born like this. Because, this is not God's made.
And I just love how honest she is and how she can laugh about it. And it's even funnier now that we know what their baby looks like. And it looks nothing like Jasmine, and it looks exactly like Matt. But it gets really dark when Jasmine starts talking about how if the baby is not happy with anything on her body or her face, she can get surgery to fix it.
I'll pay for the plastic surgery so he or she can look like me.
And then she started talking about like when she becomes a teenager. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. I hope that was a freaking joke, because come on, we do not need to push that expectation onto young girls. It's different if they get older and they want it on their own, but for a mom to put that idea into her daughter's head? No, that's messed up. I really, really hope she was joking, but I have a feeling she wasn't. Jasmine lays down and gets her ultrasound. They look at the baby. It's very sweet. And then they find out it's a girl. And Jasmine is super excited because it's her first girl ever. And Matt's nervous.
It's a girl.
Hi.
He doesn't know how to raise a girl. Like, how do you even take care of a girl? He doesn't want to do that. They're complicated. They're so hard. They're going to want to paint fingernails and play with dolls and drink tea. Like, can they even go on a walk?
I don't know how to raise a girl, so. Aye.
Matt, use your brain or read a damn book. Girls can do anything boys can do. If she wants to play with dolls, then play with dolls. It's not that fucking hard. Also, if she wants to fix a car, then teach her how to fix a car. Woo! I'm getting mad.
Bruh, chill.
Oh, he's so fixated on wanting a boy, which is such a bummer, but he wants to try one more time so that he can have a boy next. I'm not having any more kids. This was an accident. Be happy that the child is healthy, whether it's a girl or a boy.
This was an accident.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so my two Shih Tzus, Coco and Daisy, are honestly so damn picky. It used to be a whole production to try and get them to eat their food. I'd be like, girls, it's mealtime, go ahead and eat. And they'd be like, no, I don't think so, Mom. But Sundays, thank God for them. They've been a total game changer. Sunday's dog food is air dried, so it locks in all the nutrients and the flavor. It was actually created by a vet, Dr. Tori, who got tired of all the junk in dog food. You can literally see the real ingredients in it if you look up close, and it smells delicious. Trust, every single time I open up a bag, I take a couple whiffs. Yeah, I do. I would say it smells kind of like jerky. I also love the convenience of it. There's no prep, no mess. It's basically like kibble in the convenient sense, except it's way healthier. And since they've been eating it, their fur is so soft and their poos are great. I know it's weird to talk about dog poo, but if you know, you know. If you've been looking for a dog food that's healthy and convenient and actually makes your dogs excited for mealtime, you should try Sundays. Click the link below or use code mythouts to get 50% off your first order. That is half off your first order, and your dog will thank you. And thank you, Sundays, for sponsoring this video. My dogs love you.
Be happy about it. Whatever it is, a boy or a girl. Take it or leave it.
And I agree. Shut the f up about it being a girl. Anyway, let's move on to Georgie and Darcy. So Georgie wants Darcy to learn how to dance the horo for their anniversary party. And if you watch the anniversary party, it really wasn't an anniversary party. It was just like their wedding, like their Bulgarian wedding. But anyway, he really wants her to learn the dance because it'll impress all of his family members if she knows how to do it. And at the dance studio, Stacey and Florian enter. Yay!
My sister's never missed a big moment in my life. A lot of crazy things, a lot of fun things.
What is the craziest things you...
Well, we were scared of sharks.
I'm sure the shark gonna run away from you. They hear your voices.
Good.
Then they learn how to dance horo, and now it's the morning of their party. Georgie's sipping on his coffee, looks over at Darcy as she's waking up. Good morning, beauty. Oh my God, Georgie, you have coffee breath. Ew.
Wake up, beauty.
You have coffee breath. Let me see that coffee. What's in that?
That coffee he drank looked like death. I can't do black coffee. I don't know how anyone drinks straight up espresso shots either. Like, ew. So then they change into their wedding outfits, and her dress is ostentatious to the max. There are so many jewels and sparkles and beading, and her boobs are out. Now, I don't think her cleavage was that severe, but Georgie probably would have preferred no cleavage. He did warn her time and time again, cover up. okay? Don't show any cleavage or your ass crack. But he doesn't want to argue and he just like lets it go.
What is she expecting? To go my family and to be like, hello, Georgie parents.
Okay, so the party begins. It's at a beautiful venue. Darcy and Georgie enter the ballroom while the music's playing. And I don't know if it was the editing, but nobody looked like they wanted to be there. It was really fun to watch all the Bulgarian wedding traditions, like when Darcy kicked a small kettle of water and it had red rose petals all over.
Harder.
Now, according to Google, in a Bulgarian wedding tradition, the bride kicks a pot or kettle of water containing a white and red flower symbolizing smooth sailing for the marriage and to predict the sex of their first child. If the white flower rolls out farther, the first child will be a boy, and if the red flower goes farther, it'll be a girl. Oh, that's so interesting. Also, Darcy wore a red veil because in traditional Bulgarian weddings, the red veil symbolizes protection from the evil eye and bad luck. Also, red is a vibrant color symbolizing vitality, love, and health. They also drank wine and threw back their empty glasses, and the glasses broke. And the act of breaking a glass or a plate during a Bulgarian wedding ceremony symbolizes prosperity, and the number of broken pieces is also often associated with how many children the couple are going to have. So a lot to do with children, which Darcy won't be having. Honestly, I thought the wedding was super beautiful and they both looked so happy. They didn't get into a fight. They were just drinking and having a great time. But she drank way too much and she immediately started throwing up after the wedding was over. And I cannot believe the cameras did not cut out the vomit. I am not going to show you here, but it was all red.
I don't feel good.
Oh no, Darcy's gonna throw up.
I've never seen you throw up like this before.
And as she's vomiting, Georgie's like, Darcy, did you even chew the food or did you swallow it all? Georgie, stop. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Ew, Darcy, I hope you don't get it on your dress again. Georgie, stop. Bleh, bleh. Just take care of me. Shut up, Georgie. Bleh.
That turkey?
Stop it.
You swallow the food like a turkey.
Georgie, stop. Stop.
I'm just joking.
Moving on to Brandon and Julia. So Brandon's parents left Miami and now Julia and Brandon are spending time with her parents. He's annoyed that she's yet again avoiding the talk about having kids. Julia's parents want to know how often they fight like this. Brandon's like, just sometimes. I also noticed that her parents tried to talk to her into having a kid when in the other episode, Julia's mom said that she didn't want her daughter to do anything she didn't want to do. But they do want grandkids.
Поэтому я как-то попытаюсь на нее воздействовать. Она все-таки поменяла свое решение на то, чтобы завести ребенка.
Ooh, is this why Julia ended up pregnant? Because her parents? So they get back home from Miami. Brandon wants to have that conversation about kids again, but Julia wants to travel first. She wants to spend some time having fun with Brandon, reconnecting, but Brandon is not really into that traveling idea. He wants a family. Meow.
Now I just want the family.
Julia's like, Brandon, just take me out on a date. Okay, so they go to an amusement park. She tries funnel cake for the first time, but that kind of looked like French fries to me with gravy and ketchup. Anyone else? It did not look like a sweet treat to me. She tells Brandon she just wants some time with just the two of them, away from all the stress, all the pressure, and then she'll agree to do the surgery. And he's like, are you sure? Really? Yeah, Brandon, I just need my batteries charged, you know?
Yes, I mean, when your phone is dying, you need to recharge your phone. I'm phone right now. I need to charge.
Yeah, but what if you constantly need your batteries charged and then you're never ready to have kids because you just need to keep recharging?
Yeah, but once we have kids, our whole entire life is going to be about the kids. So I just want to live my life and have the fun before I have kids.
Brandon acquiesces and he's like, okay, fine. We're just going to have to save some money. We're going to have to come up with the funds for our vacation. Something's going to have to be given up. What are we going to sacrifice?
We're gonna need something to work off of. You know,
I
we wanna
believe-
make that. If we wanna go do that, we're gonna have to make a sacrifice somewhere.
Julia has an idea. She's gonna sell her apartment in Russia. She's gonna take the funds from the apartment sale and put it towards their vacation, which seems crazy to me, to sell property just so that she can go on a vacation. And then her dad's like, oh, so you're gonna get rid of plan B? What's plan B? That was her place just in case her marriage didn't work with Brandon, that she would have a place to go to. What? Brandon is shook.
What?
After them live with us for months, them see how is our relationship.
And Julia says it's very normal in Russia to do this. And by selling her apartment, it's going to show him that she's very secure in her marriage and she's like making that full commitment to him. It kind of seems like her parents actually wanted her to keep the apartment because once they got to America and saw Julia and Brandon in person and they fought so many times, they kind of want Julia to have a safe space just in case. Now it's time for Julia's parents to go back to Russia, and before they drop them off at the airport, they stop by Betty and Ron's house, and Brandon tells his parents that he and Julia are going to be traveling for a bit, and they're like, what?
How long are you talking about?
I don't know, Mom.
I mean, you just got back from vacation. You can take another one?
How about your job?
Yeah, can you take another week?
Oh, I don't know. See, I knew you guys didn't think this through. You don't have much savings. You shouldn't sell your apartment to take that money to blow it all on vacation. And honestly, I have to agree with Betty Boo here. They feel like they're not living in reality and that they're running away from their, quote, problems, and they think this vacation is going to magically solve everything and they're going to come back and everything's just going to be perfect. But that's not reality. Julia's like, well, this is my decision. But Brandon is starting to agree with his parents. He's like, wait, they do kind of have a point. Like, I do have a job and I can't just quit it. And, this is so much money that we're going to blow on vacation. And Julia's pissed because here he is again taking his parents' side. So she starts yelling at him. She's like, oh my God, if you don't want to be with me, then fine. And she walks away. So this is another fight Julia's parents are witnessing. Like, how many fights did they get into? They got into at least 4, and that was just on camera. And I'm pretty sure they got into more off camera. So that's a lot of fights. Well, that's it for this recap. What did you guys think of this episode? It was freaking boring, right? Yeah. Well, you know what? I saw a preview of the new season of Seeking Sister Wife, and it looks so good. I am so excited. We waited so freaking long for this. Oh my God, I am so excited. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today and hanging out with me. I love you guys. I feel like I'm so annoying today. And if I annoyed you, well, eat my ass, okay? Anyway, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! This made me sad because I used to work at a daycare and it kind of brought me back. There was this boy, 4-year-old, and he loved playing with Barbie dolls and he loved playing in the kitchen with all the girls. And his parents made it very clear to us to not allow him to play in the girl section. Don't let him stay in the kitchen. Don't let him play dress up with like the princess dresses. Make him play with the boys. And so we have to listen to the parents. And so, oh my God, I remember when we told him, because he automatically goes to the girl section and he, puts the dresses on and he like plays with the fake makeup and he's so happy. But at the daycare I worked at, they made it very clear we have to listen to the parents and what they want. So I remember pulling him to the boys section and he was so sad. He didn't do anything. He felt so out of place. He just looked at all the boys playing with the trucks and the action figures and he just sat there. And so I felt so bad. I went up to him. I was like, hey, I can play with you. Like, let's take this Superman action figure or like this fire truck. And he just was not interested. He kept looking over at the girls. That broke my heart, you guys. That's one memory I will never ever forget. He was such a sweet, gentle soul, and he just always made me smile. I really wish I could see what he was up to. He's one of the kids I will always remember. There's a few kids that will always stay in my heart, and I will always remember and always wonder like what they're up to now. Like if I were Julia, I would just tell Brandon, let's take a year off to not even think about it. Don't bring it up. I don't want to talk about it. Just 1 year. Let's go on a vacation, spend some time reconnecting, and then after that year, I promise you, we will talk about it. Something like that. But instead, she keeps saying, no, but I want to travel. She keeps giving indefinites, and I think that's what's scaring Brandon. I also hated how Betty made it feel like Julia was running out of time because she was 30 years old. Ma'am, she is only 30 years old. That means she has another 10 years to think about having a kid.